This is a common Indian teeth and this is a common Indian celebrity teeth. There is a lot of difference between the two, right? Well, to get such teeth, there is a science behind it, a vision, which these celebrities use daily. But on the other hand, a common Indian does two such things every day, which is making his teeth yellow and he is not even aware of it. If this is not stopped, there is a good chance that your teeth will become like this in a few years. But don't worry friends, today in this video I am going to tell you some solutions with which you can at least 2 to 3 shades or then on an average 4 to 5 shades or then max up to 10 shades whiten your teeth. And no, I'm not even kidding. Let me tell you one thing friends, you'll be shocked. See this. This is an 8,000 years old human skull. You can see the formation of their teeth. Clearly their teeth are white and very strong, even after 8,000 years. But on the other hand, this is a 15th centuries or just a 500-year-old human skull. Here you can literally see what the condition of the teeth was. And this is not a sole bizarre example. The same pattern has been observed in skeletons, which is quite weird, right? With the increase in modernity and technology, our teeth are turning yellow and becoming weaker. So what's going on? Well, there are some very interesting revelations ahead, which very few people know about. But before that, do you know that today many people who use toothpaste to shine their teeth, that toothpaste is damaging their teeth? And this is not me, but what dentists are saying. And in today's social media world, having good teeth has become the most desirable cosmetic feature. This actually has measurable monetary and social benefits. And for this, today in the market you will find many such toothpaste brands that claim that they will make your teeth white in just 3 days. Such as these whiten teeth in only 3 days, just in 3 days shiny white teeth. Then you will find many creative products like this whitening kit that comes with fancy blue LEDs. It claims that it will whiten your teeth in just 7 days. Or this whitening pen, which claims to instantly whiten your teeth. Are these claims true or just marketing gimmicks? Because on the other side, many dentists even claim that we don't even need toothpaste. We can keep our mouths germ-free and clean with just water and a brush. So who is right and who is ultimately wrong? In life, you'll encounter varying opinions and behaviors from different people. In today's internet era, noise is extremely common, and the loudest one isn't always truthful. There's one simple philosophy in my life. Seek your own truth. Understand the fundamental logic and science behind things. That's why today we'll explore the science of tooth whitening and yellowing. So after watching this video, you will see your teeth shining like a Happy Dent ad in just a few days. But don't watch the video halfway. Understand the whole science of it along with all causes and effects. So let's make a goal today to improve at least 2 lakh smiles and start this video with a like. Have you ever thought why animals don't need to brush? I mean, I doubt if you have ever seen a rabbit brushing or a cat flossing. About 8 to 10,000 years ago, even in the Stone Ages, who would have used a brush or toothpaste? And moreover, according to a 2013 study published in Nature magazine, in the Middle Stone Ages, that is, about 8 to 10,000 years ago, our teeth were whiter and healthier as they are today. In this particular study, not 1 but 33 skeletal remains were found, and this same fact is also proven by many other studies and ancient skeletal remains. And we have also seen this in comparison. 8,000-year-old skull versus 15th century or just 500 years old human skull. What is finally happening, brother? Why are we humans lost today? Contradictorily, today in the modern age, people are obsessed with things like reverse oral hygiene, tooth care, gum care, sensitivity, cavities. And on the other hand, our ancestors were literally uneducated wild hunters. They were cavemans. Okay, before answering this, take a moment to gather your thoughts. Let's pause for a moment. Try to remember the pictures of your childhood. When you were, let's say, 1 or 2 years old, what color were your teeth? Any young child, say 1 or 2 years old, whose teeth are just starting to come out, what color do they appear to be? Well, shiny white color, right? That means white teeth is our natural state. This is a gift of nature to us humans, so it means it's clean. Somewhere or the other, something is going wrong in today's daily life, because of which our teeth are becoming yellower. The teeth of humans have been getting yellower and weaker due to these two big evils in human history. So, when humans started farming about 10,000 years ago, some major changes started happening in our teeth and jaws. Before we humans started farming, we were hunters and gatherers for 2 million years. As you may know, we were constantly on the move in search of food and shelter for thousands of years. But as soon as we started farming, finally started settling in one place. Now, due to farming, major changes have come in our diet and lifestyle. We have become heavily dependent on soft carbohydrate-related foods because mostly farming of cereals like wheat, barley, etc. was done. And we started to move away from our natural hard fibers and protein-rich foods that we used to eat before farming when we were hunters and gatherers, such that we started to switch from fruits, vegetables, meat roots, pulps, and in the process, this new soft carbohydrate-rich diet changed the bacterial environment in our mouths permanently, and along with it, the shape of our jaws also started to change. I'll explain this in just a while, but another major change came in the 19th century with the Industrial Revolution, when flour and refined sugar found its way to every household and things made from these became extremely common. So all in all, if we look at the entire human history, soft carbohydrates and sugars have been the biggest threats to our teeth. So most of the bacteria are found in our mouth after our gut or intestines. At any moment, our mouth contains over 700 types of bacteria, and some bacteria create a healthy environment while some bacteria are responsible for teeth discoloration and decay. These bacteria form layers on our teeth. If you look at your teeth in the mirror, there's a good chance you'll see something white or off-white sticky stuff coming out. This is basically biofilms, which are colonies of these bacteria. In fact, most of the microorganisms survive in these biofilms, just like you might see in your lakes or streams. The sticky stuff you see is a biofilm, which can also be a colony of fungus or algae. Now, having biofilms on your teeth isn't such a big problem. The real problem lies within the biofilm. Out of 700 types, some bacteria are very harmful to our teeth. These are the names of some bacteria that you will see on the screen. And among all of these, almost all scientists unanimously agree that Streptococcus mutans or S. mutans is by far the most dangerous and damaging bacteria. This bacteria not only rots the most teeth, but also causes damage. So, now the next question is, how do our teeth rot in the end? Well, our teeth has an outer layer which is called enamel, which is shiny white and translucent. And enamel is such a layer that if it is completely eroded once, then it cannot regenerate like our body, skin, or hair. Remember that once this layer is gone or eroded, it will be gone forever. Now, the layer under the enamel is dentin, which is kind of yellowish in color. This gives structure to the teeth and is even harder than bones. Now, what happens is, when we eat soft carbohydrates or sugars, like let's say we ate bread or cake, because they are soft and sticky, they stick in between our teeth. Now our saliva breaks gradually them down and release their sugars. Now these sugars become food for bad bacteria like semutans, lactobacillus and actinomyces, etc. Now, why are these bacteria bad? Firstly, well, because they consume sugars to release acids, most notably lactic acid, which is like a poison for teeth. These bacteria then release gases like hydrogen sulfide, methyl mercaptan, which causes bad breath. And because these bacteria stay in biofilms, so along with the biofilms, this lactic acid sticks to your teeth and slowly erodes the enamel. Now, there are two things that happen which exactly make the teeth yellow. The first thing is because the enamel is thin and brittle, so the layer of dentin underneath becomes more visible. And as you know, the color of dentin is yellowish. That's why our teeth also appear yellow from the outside. Now on to number 2. Because these bacteria releases acids that make our teeth porous. Now whatever food we also eat, which can put stain in clothes, now also seeps into the micropores of the teeth and gets stuck in the layers underneath. That's why no matter how much you brush, no matter how much you rinse, you'll get tired. But that stubborn stain doesn't come out because it has seeped into the underlying layers, into the underlying porous layers. So even those dark pigments in foods like tea, coffee, cola, red wine, soy sauce, berries, etc. These contain chemicals called chromogens, and it's these chromogens that stick to your teeth and gums and stain them. Not just from eating, but also from smoking, tobacco consumption, alcohol. All of these can also cause tooth discoloration. Now among these, the most dangerous foods are those that are sugary and acidic and also leave a stain. The deadly combination of all three, like colas, energy drinks, wine, etc. Consuming these beverages regularly and without rinsing your mouth can stain your teeth over time, or let's say turn them yellow overnight. This is very harmful for your teeth. The pH value of these food items is so acidic that it just takes a matter of time. This will start eroding the enamel of your teeth and will start sticking your teeth in its colors. This is called staining, and food items like tea, anyone who consumes it regularly, also has a chemical called tannin in high quantity, which makes the chromogens stick in teeth firmly, and that's how our teeth turn yellow. Now, you have understood the base. Understanding this is very important. The root cause of the staining problem is not the color of these foods but the acids and bad bacteria. Because of them causing enamel corrosion, these stains reach deeply in our teeth. And then they are difficult to remove. Otherwise, you can easily remove it with a mouthwash. As you will know in science, identifying the root cause is the most important. Otherwise, we will keep dealing with symptoms and never get results. That's why I not only tell you just the solution in my videos, I also explain the root cause, root mechanisms, and causes and effects so that your scientific cause and thinking can develop. This kind of thinking is very necessary to achieve success in any area of life, and by having this thought process, we can reach the truth. We don't close our eyes and believe something blindly. And by the way, you will find all the references to my research in the description below, so you can do your own research as well. So now I am sure you are connecting what exactly has changed over the past 10,000 years. Our mouth's bacterial ecosystem, but that's not it. Now, look at this jaw. Doesn't it look like a perfect teeth structure? It's a skull of an old Homo sapien. It looks like a celebrity's teeth structure, right? Well, according to some researchers, 10,000 years ago when humans started to shift from hunting and gathering to farming, from then until now, our jaws have been getting smaller. And because of that, problems in today's people like uneven teeth, buck teeth, teeth overgrowth or undergrowth problems have become common. And because of this, many people have to wear braces. You see for yourself. Tell me how many of your friends' teeth are perfect like this skull. How much variation have come in these human teeth today, when most of the species are more or less the same? Structurally, why did this happen once again? After the discovery of farming and fire, we switched from eating hard fibrous foods to consuming soft cooked foods. And because of that, we no longer needed wide, strong jaws. And in the language of evolution, it's simple. Use it or you lose it. And because of this, over time, our jaws became thinner and weaker. So now we understand that what changed over thousands of years, how our teeth have become worse than better. Now let's talk about how we can make our teeth white and strong like before in today's modern lifestyle and diet. Because now we are clearly not hunters-gatherers, so how can this whiteness be achieved in today's era? How do celebrities do that? So in today's time, the entire dental care industry is worth $39 billion, in which $9 billion, almost 25%, is just the teeth whitening industry. That means marketers know this well, that in our society, what is the importance of white teeth today? And for this reason, everyone is making and selling their products to consumers. Even if the product is effective or not, it's just a big gimmick. A Brazilian report disclosed that over-the-counter available most of the teeth whitening products only remove surface stains or provide no whitening at all. And why is this? Because the entire teeth whitening industry, there are only two categories of products available. One category is somewhat useful in teeth whitening, and the other category is extremely useful. Now, most of the products outside these two categories are either gimmicks or little effective. So let's talk about the first category, which is abrasives. Basically, pick up any toothpaste like Colgate, Pepsodent, Sensodyne, Close-Up, and read the list of ingredients printed on them. In them, you will definitely find one or two ingredients like sodium bicarbonate, calcium carbonate, silica, calcium phosphate. These all are similar compounds, and they literally work to scrub, scratch, and polish your teeth. They are called abrasives in medical terms. Okay, many of you may have used Dabur's or any other company's tooth powder. These powders also fall into the category of abrasives. Basically, when we brush using it, these solid particles gets rubbed on our enamel and remove plaque and stuck food particles by scrubbing. And most of us use such abrasive toothpaste. But there are two big problems in these. Number one, it doesn't matter how the company is marketing. However, these are merely superficial, only removing surface stains. Yes, they will remove the biofilms, etc. on your teeth. But the stains that have seeped into the deeper layers of the enamel, they won't even touch them. Removing them is a different matter. And for this reason, people with yellow teeth or stained teeth will keep brushing, but they will not get rid of the yellowness. Okay, the other problem is that they do clean the teeth, but because they are abrasive, they gradually wear down the enamel. This can also cause demineralization by eroding the calcium and phosphate minerals present on the surface of the enamel. And that's why dentists often recommend electric toothbrushes, because they have pressure sensitivity, so you don't put too much pressure on your teeth. You can also counter this by using fluoride toothpaste, which essentially works to deposit minerals back into the eroded enamel. So even if, let's say, you consume a lot of acidic diet or have a habit of soft drinks, if the enamel has eroded, fluoride toothpaste can remineralize it and restore the hardness of your enamel. But as we have seen, these toothpastes do not remove stains that are deeply embedded in the teeth and are therefore there is this much more effective second category of teeth whiteners, bleaching chemicals. So far, bleaching treatments are the most effective treatment for teeth whitening, and among them, hydrogen peroxide and carbamide peroxide are the two most effective bleaching agents. In a European research of 2021, when all types of whitening products and treatments were compared, it was found that the products in which hydrogen peroxide or carbamide peroxide was used, the results of those products were significantly better from any other treatment method. And that's why these two chemicals have become the gold standard for teeth whitening. Now, technically, if we look, carbamide peroxide also decomposes into hydrogen peroxide in our teeth. So in the end, hydrogen peroxide is the main bleaching agent that brings whitening. So these are some images of hydrogen peroxide whitening. It's so drastic, right? So drastic that some available products even directly provide guarantee to whitening up to 20 shades. For this reason, most Indian celebrities also get these whitening treatments, either by going to a dentist or using online products. So finally, how does this hydrogen peroxide so powerfully whitens teeth? Well, as we found out that teeth become yellow or dark due to the pigment chemicals, chromogens, that stick to them and penetrate deep into the layers of the teeth. But that's not all. When these chromogen molecules form clumps together, then these clumps appear as a visible stain or mark on the teeth, and this is basically what causes your teeth to appear yellow. Now, hydrogen peroxide is an oxidizing agent, meaning it releases extra oxygen, which is very reactive. And that's why this oxygen penetrates into our teeth and breaks these clumps of chromogens into small microscopic pieces, which causes these chromogen stains to stop appearing to us. This reaction is a simple chemical reaction, which you commonly see in your life. Like if you have to remove the stain from your white shirt, you dip it in bleach. Or sometimes if bleach accidentally falls on your favorite shirt or dress, you can understand the pain. It loses its color because the same bleaching mechanism also oxidizes the pigments in those clothes. Now, the thing about bleaching is that almost all bleaches have oxygen as the main active element that works at the root level. You may have noticed, just like when you add bleaching powder to water, it goes psh and foam starts to form. This is the same oxygen that is being released, which removes stains. Now, whether it's cloth bleaches, they use either oxygen bleach or chlorine bleach, which also releases oxygen in the end, creating a whitening effect. It's the same for teeth bleaching too. Whether it's hydrogen peroxide or carbamide peroxide, at the root level, it's the oxygen that will create the whitening effect in the teeth. So, now you understand what the gold standard of the teeth whitening industry is. Now the next question is, how is it used and are there any side effects or health risks? So well, it totally depends on what your goal is. I will explain to you the options of slight teeth whitening, which is 2 to 3 shades, moderate teeth whitening, which is 5 to 6 shades, and extreme teeth whitening, which is 8 to 10 shades, along with their pros and cons. And then it's up to you. You can make your final decision by doing your own research on this. So let's discuss, if you want to whiten your teeth by 2 to 3 shades, what options are available. Okay, now a very big note. Yes, first of all, you will have to control those habits that cause teeth yellowing. As we learned earlier, limit the consumption of highly acidic, soft sugary, chewy sugary, and sticky sugary foods. And if you do eat them, make it a habit to always rinse your mouth afterwards, especially before going to bed. If you've eaten sweets, it will not only cause tooth yellowing, but also damage your teeth. These best practices that we discussed earlier is the first step. Otherwise, on side you are going towards for teeth whitening, getting treatments, and on the other side, making them yellowish. Now, if you want to whiten your teeth by 2 to 3 shades, you'll need a comparatively safer and weaker bleaching agent. Because bleach or any other type of oxidizing agent is harmful to our body's soft tissues, if it comes into contact with our gums or tongue in excess, it can cause inflammation, sensitivity, bleeding, and in worst case scenarios, even ulcers. This is why there is a limit on the amount of peroxides in commercial toothpaste. But this also depends on the country. Like according to the laws of the European Union, the amount of hydrogen peroxide in toothpaste can't exceed 0.1%. The limit of the same is 3.5% in United States of America. In India, the use of peroxides in whitening toothpaste is completely banned, and for this reason, you will not find peroxide toothpaste in India. But don't worry, there is a better alternative available in India, potassium peroxymonosulfate or simply monopersulfate, which is again a bleaching agent. But the good news is, according to a 2023's research by the American Journal of Dentistry, 1% potassium monopersulfate is a safe and viable option for teeth whitening, and there are also many studies that prove similar things, and it is totally available in India. Like this toothpaste, Colgate Visible White Oxygenated Whitening, I have personally tried it. I bought it a few days ago. Yes, you can expect 2-3 shades from this or even a bit more, and I felt perfectly safe using it. If you want to try it, I'll put a link to a small pack for 100 rupees in the description below. I'm personally happy with the product and it's also science-backed. So it's a win-win. Now if let's say you want to whiten your teeth by more than 5 shades, then the risk is a bit higher, but so are the results. It's not like you will start bleeding from the mouth. If your teeth are weak or sensitive and you want to be extra safe, then you can consult a dentist once. In this category, there are online products like whitening strips or gels, which contain around 3 to 10% hydrogen peroxide, or other products that use 10 to 20% carbamide peroxide. Basically, 10% carbamide peroxide eventually converts into about 3.5 to 4% hydrogen peroxide. Now, the product I saw here is strip-based, which is promising to whiten up to 20 shades, but with a peroxide-based solution, you can expect at least 5 shades. This kit contains about 14 whitening strips, which usually have bleaching agents, and a light-emitting diode light, which makes the penetration of these bleaching agents stronger. That's a different matter that latest researchers say that these lights don't have much effect. But these strips definitely show noticeable results. So, if you are considering a bit serious whitening, this product and whitening toothpaste combination can be very powerful. And it will definitely give at least 5+ shades of whitening. If you want to research on this product, I will put its Amazon link in the description below. Now let's talk, friends. The final and most powerful method that can give you instant whitening in one sitting, that is to go to a dentist and bleach your teeth. See, why is this so powerful? Because dentists use gels that are up to 40% hydrogen peroxide, and they use UV lights for penetration, which you can't try at home. Plus, they maintain the safety and effectiveness both, which gives instant whitening results. By going to a dentist's clinic and getting this procedure done, you can expect whitening your teeth up to 10 shades easily, after single or multiple sittings. Now finally, friends, very few people's teeth color is permanently yellow or have permanently dark brown color stains. Now this is very rare, and in some cases it is genetic too. Sometimes it happens due to some disease or sometimes due to trauma or injury. In some teeth, it also happens when the blood vessels of its deeper layers, the dentin, burst. You know, in such traumas, blood gets trapped deep in the dentins of the teeth and turns dark shade due to oxidation. There is only one solution to these problems, which is a purely cosmetic treatment, and that is to apply artificial veneers. Once you have your treatment done, then you won't have to worry about yellow teeth for the next 10 to 15 years, because these veneers are a cover or cap of porcelain or composite material on your original teeth. This is the same concept as applying fake nails. So guys, now let me ask you, is your concept clear regarding teeth whitening and yellowing? Look, the most important thing is to develop an understanding of the roots and fundamentals, and then you can do your own thorough research because you will have the right direction. In the research for this video, the most mind-blowing thing to me personally was how our ancestors from thousands of years ago had more white and structured teeth than we have today. This also shows how a very simple change, a behavioral change, the invention of farming, created some unwanted second and third degree changes. And in life too, it's the same. Taking any action, at first we only focus on the first degree change. So in our life, we should not only have short-sightedness but also keep long-sightedness. At least this is what the principles of science teach us, so I hope. In this video, whatever you have learned, you'll use it practically to improve the health of your teeth and cosmetic appearance. You'll make your teeth shine like the moon. Thanks for watching. Glory to knowledge, glory to India.